believe that door-to-door fundraising, and in fact any method that relies on pressuring donors into giving, is problematic for a couple of key reasons. The first reason is that we know that being pressured into giving or being forced into giving is inherently less enjoyable than making that decision for yourself. So studies that place people in fMRI scanners and measure the brain activity associated with pleasure when people make donations have shown that when you're giving voluntarily, you get much higher activity in these reward centres than when you're being forced into giving. It's a problem if donors don't enjoy giving because they're less likely to do it again. So around 40% of individuals who say they have felt pressured into giving to a charity are unlikely to give to that charity again in the future. Perhaps even more worrying than that is some data that I've collected, which has shown that there can also be a spillover effect. Around 1 in 5 people who've been pressured by one charity into giving then go on to say that they will not give to any other charity again in the future. And this obviously creates a problem for the entire sector. To overcome this tragedy of the commons, where donors are being removed from a shared and finite pool, charities really need to use long-term, sustainable fundraising practices.
Door-to-door fundraising is one of the most long-established and successful forms of public fundraising in this country. There are 500,000 reasons why it has been so successful for charities and will continue to be so. 500,000 donors a year sign up on the door at their homes. It is an incredibly effective way for charities to raise money. Last year alone, they would have brought in around £60 million of new income for charities, providing vital support for their work. But what we need to make sure is those 500,000 conversations are extremely high quality. The Institute of Fundraising exists to support those fundraisers, to invest in their training, skills and qualifications for them to be the best fundraisers they can be.